Eddie Van Halen here, telling you, keep playing, man. Gotta keep playing. It's the only thing there is. Music, man. Keep playing. All right? I'm gonna come looking for you if you don't.
Happy Tuesday. Cheers, everybody. Welcome.
You're looking particularly woolly, Trev.
Wooly.
You look good.
What's up? What is up, gentlemen? What is going on?
Just a Tuesday.
It is. Have a pretty good day?
Not so bad. Yeah, sun's shining. Stopped raining for a minute.
Tell you what, we had some great weather here today. It hit 75.
Beauty.
Nice and sunny. Not a cloud in the sky. It was a good start. Really felt like spring. Although, there was pollen all over the place. So, you know, you got to take the good with the bad. So, we got that mess for the next month or so. So, anyway, here we are. It is Tuesday, 3/25/2025, 9:09 p.m. Eastern for the Guitarsenal. So, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. We are here ready to go. We're going to be talking about Trev's Les Paul Special. You said it's a 1993.
Yeah. Well, according to Ben Coombs, anyways, I gave him the serial number. He's like, 93. Yep. Okay. 93.
Cool.
Which makes total sense.
Well, I'm interested in hearing the story of this one. You had shared a little picture of a headstock in our WhatsApp kind of chat, and it really piqued my interest because it looked like it was a relict, you know, Les Paul or something. I'm like, what the heck has Trev gotten himself into here?
A bit of checking on there.
Yeah.
Well, this is it's like that's that question, you know, people ask you. You ever have that one piece of gear that you got rid of that you wish you could have back?
Yep. That was one of them, huh?
This is one of them. About 2003, I got it from a buddy. I was over at his place just hanging out, and he's a buddy known for years. He used to be in bands and kind of got me into my first guitar way back in the day. And somehow the subject of guitars come up. I'm like, yeah, you know, I wouldn't mind getting another guitar. Maybe trying that again. And he's like, well, here, take this one here. Give me blank amount of money for it, which was a ridiculously good deal. And it's all yours. So I took it home and kept it around for a while. Pick it up every once in a while and play it. And spent most of its time in the case, just kind of hanging out behind the couch.
Right.
And then you fast forward to about 2010, and I'm over at my other.
Can we pause the story right there? Got to keep everybody waiting.
Yeah,
Anticipation.
Let more people roll in. We should do our
Show will be
housekeeping
over before we say hello.
Right. So, starting back in 2003 is the start of your journey with that guitar. So, we'll get right back to it here in a bit. Going to reach out and say thank you to our channel members.
Fabulous channel.
We do have channel membership available if you'd like to support us in that manner. We greatly appreciate it. So thank you to all of these channel members, old and new. I was looking, we've got like 20 months. Some of our channel members have been with us. So thank you very much. Much appreciated. And we appreciate the support, all the channel members. Thank you very, very much.
Absolutely. Cool little corner we got here on the internet.
Absolutely. We also have a lot of,
rock.
right?
Yeah.
We've got a lot of support from everybody in the chat too. Right now we've got 41,000 watching.
Right.
So let's get over and we'll open up the chat and we'll see who's here. And we'll see who pops out. First one I see is Zach Athong. Welcome in, sir. Good to see you hanging. Let's see. Let me adjust my thing here so I can make sure that I'm seeing what I need to see. We got Chuck C is here. He's ready for some gear talk. I'm ready too, man. We got Wayne McConnell is here. Good to see you, Wayne. Right on. Channel member Cushman NYC is hanging with us. Good to see you, Cush. He survived the Quentin show earlier. Ran into him over there. I was driving home and I was walking out to my car after work and I get an alert on my phone. I look, Quentin or Guitar Talk Universe is live, and I'm like, what the heck is he doing? Channel member Stephen Franklin is here. Cannot wait for the show. You have to wait no longer, sir. And welcome in. Good to see you, man. Hope all is well with you. We got E. coli is here. Again, wondering what everybody's drinking. Just some water for me.
Plain old agua.
Right on. We got channel member Dan Gorman is here.
Right on.
I don't have a recording or a guitar in my hand, so there you go.
There it is.
It's over. You missed it.
That was it.
That was it. Right on. Welcome in, Dan. We got Darboard is here. Good to see you hanging with us. Tim Thomas is here and hanging out, saying what's up to everybody. Right on. We've got channel member, the greasiest of Greasy Monkey Guitars.
Of all things greasy, there can be none more greasy.
Welcome in, sir. Good to see you. We got Blue Mox channel member is here.
Excellent.
Saying hey to everybody. Good to see you, Blue. Can't Drive 55 is hanging out. He's made it.
Awesome.
Channel member, panel member, and OU crew member, Trev, is in the chat.
Super symmetry.
Super symmetry. Fisticuffer is here. Saying hey to everybody. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Daniel Barry Sports Highlights is hanging out with us. Good to see you back. Let's see. We've got channel member and OU crew member Jimmy Biter is in the chat saying what's up. Welcome in, Jimmy. Let's see. There he is. Channel member 40 Grit. What is up, Mike? What up, dudes? What up, everyone? Good to see you, Mike.
The link's already sent. It's usually every Tuesday you end up on.
Let's see. Channel member Hillary saying happy Tuesday to everyone. Hopped on to say hey. Good to see you again, Hillary.
Right on.
Let's see. Channel member Steve Resor is here. Good to see you, sir.
Cheers, Steve.
Thanks for hanging with us tonight. We got Ken, channel member Hip Metal Works. Right on. Let's see. Scrolling on down. We've got one of our OGs, channel member Rob Blackmore Official is here saying hey to everybody. Good to see you, Rob. We got channel member Mean Joe McGraw is here saying hey to the fellas and the guys and the gals. Peter Stroker is here. This is got a new amp this week, an SLO point-to-point clone housed in a 5150 chassis. Incredible amp. Cool, man. Cool.
Very awesome.
A lot of those clone sites for the SLO 100s use mostly all the same parts except for the transformers.
Yep.
So a lot of those are really, really close. So sound like that should be a cool one, man. Let's see. Who else is here? We said hey to Steve. We said hey to Blue. Got Peter there. We got channel member Martian Murray is here. Welcome in.
Cheers, Martian.
You tell me. Am I late? No, you tell me. Are you late? Right on time, man. Right on time. Channel member William De Silva is here. Good to see you, William. Right on. Let's see. We missed anybody? Let's see. Did we say hey to Cushman, NYC channel member? We did. We're going to say it again. Let's see. We got Bradley Wood. He's here. Haven't missed a thing yet, man. Haven't missed a thing. Let's see. Who else? Lawnmower Tapes is here. Good to see you. Channel member Bo, Guitar Man 45, saying hey to everybody. Good to see you, Bo. Let's see. Who else do we have? We said hey to Can't Drive 50. And look at here, kicking the door down. Last minute, channel member Boner Jams. Oh, Sookie. No. Good to see you, Boner. Welcome in, man. All right, so we've said hey to everybody in the chat. Anybody new coming on in, type something. We'll say hey back to you.
Keep an eye open.
So, to give a little recap, Trev has started off with his story of the 1993 Les Paul Special as starting your journey with that guitar around 2003. So it was 10 years old, and you bought it from a buddy, pretty good price, and the story picks up there.
Yeah, just to have it around. I couldn't say no, the price was right. Not like I was going to hunker in and do a whole bunch of lessons or anything, but I always liked having a guitar around. Keeping in mind that Becca was born in 01, so maybe she'll take to it or something.
D-Man's Diamond Art, good to see you. Welcome in.
Very cool. So, yeah, like I say, pull it out every once in a while.
Cries.
And around
That's right, back to business, Mike says.
2011, I guess, 2012, I was at my buddy Dan's place, Some of you may remember Dan from an episode we did on the Ben Coombs show in November of 22. He's kind of a one-man band type situation.
Right.
You know, he's been doing his recording and making music and stuff. He was talking about guitars, and he said, I really want to try a Gibson. I said, well, I got one. You can take it for a test spin here and check it out and see if you like it, and then maybe if you do, go find one. So I dropped it off there. A couple, 3 months go by, and I pop back by, and he's like, you can't have this thing back. I need to keep this guitar. So he had an old computer. It was an old, I think one of the first few gens of a Core i3 computer, and I was looking at getting into some computer gaming at the time. So he's like, you can have this, and there's a couple $100. There's a bag of weed, and I'm still like, you know, I'm not really using it, and he's loves it. And he's going to use it every day for what it's intended for, right? And it's like, oh, no. And the icing on the cake that pushed me over the edges, and he says, I will leave it in my will so that your daughter can have it back after I die. Like, all right, fine.
Well, please don't tell me your buddy died.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's where we're going with. That was back in November. Unfortunately, cancer. Fuck cancer.
sorry to hear it, man.
So a little sooner than we anticipated for it to come back in the fold. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so here it is. It's back in my hands for now until I kick the bucket, and then it'll be back as. But
well, nice.
Here, let's grab.
Yeah,
it
let's grab it. Take a look at it, man.
Take a gander.
Rebound from the morbid.
Right.
You know, it sucks. It's all part of the cycle, but
You know, that day is there for all of us. We just have to make the most of every day before then, right?
He was 62, and as the story progresses, I mean, when I went and did that visit back in November of 22 over in the Nanaimo, it was about 2 weeks after that he started coughing up blood. And he ended up going through chemo and the whole 9 yards, and he got rid of that. But then it came back. So you got your silver EMG 81 and the P90.
So tell us about the is it a full thickness of that guitar? What makes it special? Do you know all the deets about it?
Not particularly.
it looks kind of full, doesn't it, Brian? Mm-hmm. Flat top, though, right?
Is it a flat top?
Yeah, well, yeah, she's flat.
Okay, yeah.
And it's got bound neck, but no binding on the body. Didn't have a pick guard when I gave it to him. I guess he fancied one of those, so he put it on. We'll leave it on.
Did they come with one when they were new, or it just was missing, or what?
From the pictures I looked up, I saw both.
Okay.
Typically, this guitar came with two P90s.
Is it a wine red color?
Yeah, it's kind of a cherry. And she's got some wear on it. Missing the cover plate for the switch.
Right.
No means mint condition. A couple of little doinks on it, but that's all part of her character, right? And
but it's all mahogany, I'm sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ebony or rose?
Tell by that little spot there.
Yep. Little buckle rash going on there. And what were the pickups? Obviously a P90 in the neck. What was the EMG?
It's an 81.
An 81. Okay. Yeah. So you got an active bridge pickup?
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's a pretty interesting thing. When you're in that middle position, it does a thing.
How would you? I've never heard of that. An active bridge and then a passive neck. I guess it can be done.
Apparently.
Apparently. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Everybody's sending condolences, and basically the general consensus is F cancer.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I think somewhere down the line, all of us have been affected by it for sure. So
Took my mom.
yeah.
Yep. Same.
40 Grit, he says, I like the 81. 40,
Yeah.
Mike, have you ever heard of a active bridge and a passive neck? Let us know.
Little mix and matchings.
Blue Mox, not talked about it. My mother was diagnosed on December 24th. Pancreatic, passed on February 3rd. Sorry to hear, Blue. Sorry to hear.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's the same thing that got my mom, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Sucks.
Yep. Well, everybody knows that, I had the time there where, I had to take some time off and, I had lost my dad and, he had some of that, strewn through his body. So, yeah, it affects everybody. So, so back to the guitar though. You've got, obviously some other guitars that you've played. Can you describe, kind of the feel of that one?
Very comfortable neck. It's I guess the same length at scale as my Epiphone, but it feels smaller. It's a pretty small, comfortable neck. It probably weighs in and around closer to 9 pounds than 8.
Okay.
So she's got some weight to it.
Got some heft.
Beefy neck, Trev?
Pardon?
Is it a beefy neck or is it
No.
thinner?
Like a Slim C
It's
or
not like the
baseball
Ibanez,
D?
but it's kind of like that ESP that I have, the Viper, without the compound radius, of course.
Right.
But as far as the feel of the neck itself, it plays well intonated, plays in tune pretty good. Of course, I get it. I'm like, oh, I don't even know what the hell kind of strings he's got on it.
Right.
But hang on. Let's open the little trap door in the hard case. Oh, there's a spare pack of strings and a 9-volt battery.
Right. Yeah, Bo, exactly. You got to use your time when you can, when you got it, man. Yep,
Even
absolutely,
more so
man.
these days, the longer we go.
Maddie is here, channel
There he
member
is.
McCullough Music. What is up, man? Good to see you, Maddie.
Brother Matt.
Blue says, by the way, channel and others gave me comfort. Right on, man. I mean, that's what we're here
Family.
for. Community, be together.
That's the word.
Anything anybody needs, man. Glad that you found it here, man. Right on. Let's see. 40 wants to know what gauge string you got on her.
So it turns out it's a 10 to 52.
Okay.
10 to 52.
Yeah.
So a hybrid of 10s.
Hybrid 10s.
Because
And tuned to E standard at the moment.
typically 1056 would be your standard 10 gauge, right?
Is it?
No,
No?
10 to 46.
Oh, 10. Oh, that's right. 1040. You sure? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Confusing me there for a sec.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking hybrid. So, well, anyway.
10 to 52. So
The
it's
only
like
reason I say that is because the hybrid 9s are 10 or 9 to 46.
Right.
9s on the bottom, 10s on top.
yeah,
right.
whereas this is like 10s and 11s, I guess.
Cool. Hey, let's see. What else is going on here? Everybody just chatting with each other. So let's see. Stephen Franklin wants to know: is headstock heavy? You got any dive on it?
No, she's got enough meat on her ass to hold her head up straight. The strap that's on it is Hobbit size.
Right.
It barely covers my belly button. So I don't play it with the strap on. I gotta have to go get a better, longer strap for it. Maybe get some locks.
So did you look up any of the specs on that particular year to see what some of the specs were on that one?
I didn't, but I could. It's probably still in the search history.
Did you say that it was an all rosewood fretboard on it?
Looks to be. It's not ebony, so yeah.
Right.
The frets big, small, medium.
Small, but not particularly worn. I think he had it refretted maybe 6-7 years ago.
Well, I would think with the binding on the neck that maybe it would have had fret nubs as well.
There's no signs of any kind of checking or cracking where the frets are on the binding. Not like the Ibanez. The Ibanez, you can see little smiles where every fret is.
But you know what I mean about fret nubs, right?
There's the little hot dog ends.
Well, yeah, where like a binding comes up on the end of the frets.
Right.
So, and oftentimes if it's refretted, those will be gone.
Right.
I don't think I've ever had a guitar that's had bound binding. I have no idea what you're talking about, Ryan.
You don't? Okay. Well, let me grab one.
Yeah.
I think it might be.
Brother Randy. Don't get me started
Randy.
on Jimmy's fret nibs. That's right.
Right.
All right, let me swap over here. Let's see. Here. And we'll go here. And let me put a couple of dings in it here. So you see how the binding on the edge comes up and it covers just the end of the fret?
Yeah.
So fret nibs.
I get you.
And oftentimes when you have a refret, those will disappear. They'll get rid of those. And then you'll have the frets all the way to the edge.
Right.
So do you notice that that's on that guitar?
Let's take a gander.
If somebody does a really good job at a refret, a lot of times you'll be able to keep those.
Really, eh?
Oh, look at there. I'm seeing some fret nibs.
Yeah.
So my guess would be that it didn't have a refret.
No. Well, they're in
I
pretty
learned
good
something
shape,
new tonight.
but they're definitely not tall. They're not super small either, but
Well, I mean, that's what they, the Les Pauls, they call them the fretless wonders,
right.
because the frets were so low on a lot of them. Let's see. Absolutely, Mr. Franklin. Let's see. Bo says, Trev, what's cooking show tonight anyway?
I made some fried rice earlier.
Steve is asking the question, what shape is the neck? Is it a C, a
It's
U,
gotta be
a D?
Standard C.
C shape. All right. Oh, I see what you were talking about there. Channel member and OU crew member, Randy Price. You don't play with a strap on?
I do not.
Well, it depends on what you're playing. 40 wants to know if you still have the Bridge P90.
I do not. That was done before it got to me.
You think about it, though. You say 1993. That's not that old. That's 30-something years ago.
Right.
2
years.
32 years old. That's freaking vintage guitar you got there.
I was 21.
Okay,
Right?
here we got some specs here.
All right.
Body is mahogany, neck is mahogany, fretboard is rosewood, double cutaway, 2P90 single coil pickups originally, and it did come with the pickguard.
Well, it wouldn't be a double cutaway.
Well, that's what it says here, double cutaway. I don't know. It's the stupid AI overview. So
Oh, yeah. AI doesn't
yeah, I guess
do
that
nothing.
is single cut. I mean, they must be thinking of the special. What's the one you originally thought this was?
Oh, like an SG style. I mean, they do make, some that are.
The Beato's got his with a double cut, right?
Yeah. Let's.
Tuners, Klutzen Deluxe, Tuner Braddock, dip, better features.
We got Arfus here. Welcome in. Sending some condolences, Trev.
Yeah, that was a real pain in the ass, even though I hadn't seen the guy for a couple of years. He was one of those guys. He used to live in Squamish, so that's halfway up to the trip to Whistler. So whenever I was doing runs up to Whistler for work, I'd stop in. He's always good for a beer and a doobie if he wasn't at work. We sit around and talk shit, and it was always a good pit stop. He was always there, always a good fella to come and get a hug from.
Yeah. Todd 0864 is here with us tonight. Welcome in. Nice low action. Give it a polish.
Yeah.
And he's loving some freshly polished frets.
Yeah.
So do you think that there would be anything that you would want to do with it as far as any modifications or repairs or
Not at
just
this
kind of
point. Just kinda leave-
jam it out the way it is?
Yeah. Those pickups definitely don't have the same
Yes, sir.
bark as the other guitars in my arsenal. With the Marshall set to the same settings, I plug this thing in and it's like you've rolled the volume down halfway.
really?
I think it's pretty clean.
And it's got a fresh battery in it?
As far as I know.
Yes. See?
But there's not a lot of volume difference between the P90 and the 81. Tonal difference is like
Massive.
Yeah.
pretty different, but
Yeah.
there's not a harsh volume.
So it's not a driving. Well, I mean, an 81's an 81. I mean, it should.
Have a little bit of
Yeah, I would think it would have a little grunt to it, especially for an active pickup. Yeah. So might just need a battery in it.
maybe.
Where is the battery in that thing?
It's in the back cavity, wrapped up in a piece of foam. Last time I seen it, I don't know. Dan might have
Where the
upgraded it.
pots are?
Yeah.
Yeah, Todd says there is a Les Paul double cut model. Yep, for sure.
What makes it different than an SG then?
The shape is different.
An SG is an SG. A Les Paul is a Les Paul.
Well, there was those 61s.
Right. We got Tyler Johnson Guitar is here. What's up, man? What's up? We've missed seeing you, man. Welcome back. Let's see. Can't Drive 55 says, what's older, the frets or the battery?
Probably the frets.
Yeah. So
I think he kept up on the batteries because there's like I said, there's a spare sitting in the glove box of the case.
Well, an 81 EMG, unless something's wrong with it, I would think slap a fresh battery on it. That thing ought to bark, man. So do we get to hear it? We get a tone sample tonight?
I guess we could do that here. Give me a second.
Yeah, man. Give him a chance to get loaded up. Let's see. Zach says, one of my custom acoustic guitars, 23 years old. I bought it when I was in grade 10. Right on, man. Right on. Now, John, do you feel like the myth is true, or I don't know if it's a myth, if it's true, but the old saying, that a guitar, as it ages, it opens up, it breathes, it has a better characteristics the older that it is.
I do, yeah. It's tied right to the tone wood argument, right?
Mm-hmm.
If wood has tone, which I do believe, as a guitar wears in, and let's see, you can take that to the neck finish, like a guitar without a neck finish probably sounds different than one with a pile of lacquer on it. Nitrous finish or nitrous that's coming off a relic guitar.
Yeah,
those relic guitars. Part of what I've heard, because I'm researching a telly, is part of that relicking thing outside of looking like they do sound different than a fully buttoned up one.
right.
But yeah, I think age and the wood and all, it absolutely plays a part.
I wonder if that's why I like relic guitars so much, is because they just feel and resonate better.
You like
No.
wood guitars?
I like relic guitars.
You know, I never even thought about that until I like I said, I dug into this telly research, and it's something like a custom shop is probably the way I'm gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
The Sirs, well, I love them. You guys know that, but their tellies don't sound like a telly.
Right.
And it brings me back to the thing about a Les Paul. There's a lot better made Les Pauls out there, but they don't sound like a Les Paul.
Right.
And I think there's something to that with the telly as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, you fix everything that's wrong with the Les Paul, and it no longer sounds like a Les Paul.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same guitar.
Yep.
You know?
I'm believing those words on the Fender end of things.
Right.
The
Yeah.
bolt-on side of things now.
Yep. Yep.
Making sense.
Let's see what else is going on in the chat. Mean Joe says, don't want that battery to leak out, Trev.
Yeah.
I better take a look. Todd is asking if you're going to play. Yeah. He's firing it up now, man.
So this is 81 with tone all the way up, volume all the way up. I got the delay on. Hang on, I'll turn that off.
Nothing wrong with a little delay.
Exactly. I was just going to say.
It's
Kind of mandatory, isn't it?
You're right. On this channel, it's mandatory. You need the delay on top of delay.
Preferably 2 of them.
Right.
On top of delay.
Arf. I am by pickup curious now. Try that middle position, please.
We'll get there.
Let's see. Darboard got a 2000 Epiphone with active Duncan blackouts. Neck pickup ring is upside down. I guess it's supposed to give it more of a Strat sound. Never changed it, so don't know. Cucumber channel member is here. Says variety is good.
Absolutely.
Need an ashtray mounted pickup on a telly. There's something to that sound. Let's see. Can't Drive 55. Haven't heard Trev play since a particularly intoxicated night a couple of years ago on a different channel. Right on. All right. Well, we're going to let Trev loose here, man.
Okay.
So,
There we go. There's your 81. Of course, that's in the Beanie channel. Now you want to hear just the P90. Neck. Bridge. Neck. Middle position.
that neck almost sounded like a talk box or a wah or something.
It had
A little fuzzy, wasn't
vocal
it? I should
quality
probably
to it, eh?
my
What was that, John?
Had a little vocal quality to it.
Yeah.
get the vocal make off here so you can.
Stay away from the D.
in more ways than one. It's always exciting when somebody's tuning a guitar silently.
Well, the other option is much worse than.
This is
rather
true.
look at
This is
somebody's
true.
neck.
Yep. Let's see what else is going on. Let's see. Cushman says middle sounded sweet. Steve Franklin says it sounded good, middle position. Right on. That's the neck. That's the neck there, Trev.
Rings out good, man.
Yeah, I can hear some AC/DC flying off of that guitar for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sounds good. Mike
Pretty cool,
seems to
Trev.
think so. Sounding good. Mean Joe, I have a tone right that opens up acoustic guitars. It does work pretty good. Right on. Rob says it sounds good, Trev. I would definitely change out the battery. You know,
Okay.
we can wait. I mean,
Yep. I
Yeah.
got that screwdriver right here. Hang on.
The bench cam, Trev.
Jeff H, channel member, is here. Says, "Oh man, this might be the first time I've heard you strum the strings, Trev. About freaking time." Let's see
Almost
now.
Forgotten
40.
what Jeff sounds like it's been a while, bro.
Right? It's been a while. Been a minute. 40 Grit, he's now having some internet issues. Man, it's going around, isn't it? Todd says he's waiting for some ZZ Top. Don't know why. Mr. Franklin says with that amp, some AC/DC for sure.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Got to get Trev to learn some Angus riffs. So
Is Comcast pretty popular down in the States?
it's the only option for a lot of people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they just, in my opinion, completely just suck. So, let's see. Jeff says I jammed with Quentin the other night on his channel. Miss you guys. Been working too much lately.
Glue diver.
Well, you're welcome back anytime, Jeff.
Anytime, my man.
Got a treat for Sunday's community jam. I saw somebody jamming on Instagram that frequents our channel. I'm like, dude, send me that video. So they've sent it over,
awesome, man.
and
Really good.
we'll have it up on Sunday. You know what I'm talking about, John?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
he's a good player. I like him.
the talent that's out there in this community that we don't know of. I mean, come on, show off your stuff, man. Show off your stuff.
Yeah.
All right, Trevor, you got 53,000 that are watching you change a battery.
Not a bad gig.
That's
if you
more
can
than we
it.
get when we're ripping it up, Brian.
I know. I think we all just need to hang the guitars up and just talk about them all the time.
Yeah.
I don't have a suction.
They
pig.
tolerate our playing so they can hear us.
Right.
BS.
Yeah. Mr. Franklin says that Spectrum is worse, and that's all we have in the city. Todd says, my Comcast is just fine. I think it matters where you are. Yeah. Well, I mean, we're in a pretty congested area of the Atlanta metro. So, you know.
Okay, so that's how she sits in there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So
There's
it
a
just,
piece of foam between it and the giblets.
and it just kind of pushes down with the thing. Cool.
Pull it
Let's
out,
see.
stick your tongue on it and see if it wakes you up.
I actually have multimeters, so
Tongue's
it
just quicker.
takes the fun out of it, right?
The Silva Comcast and CenturyLink. In case one craps out, I've got another. Wow. You know, I've got AT&T fiber, and I was thinking that maybe I would also get Comcast connection. You know, just for that reason, a backup.
Redundant.
But I've never needed it. Never needed it. Let me knock on. And I would probably get so frustrated with the Comcast connection anyway. So.
You've had stellar internet right from the get-go.
Yeah, it's been rock solid. You know, unless I've had a storm or something that comes through.
Knocks the power out. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah. It's been Gibraltar. Let's see. Chuck C saying hey to some folks there. Right on. Got a chub tone yesterday. Right on. Let's see. Cucumber's got some anticipation. He's waiting with bated breath.
Did you stick your tongue
That's
in the
screws
back?
going in. Because there's only 3 or 4 screws.
Let's see. Mike, he's got Chubb's tone as well. You broke that out the other night, I think, didn't you? What'd you say, John?
Oh, I'm trying to, Todd say tongue test that bitch.
Yeah, Arf says, I want to see him lick it first to make sure it's
That
okay.
ain't going to happen.
The ultimate build-up.
See if that did anything.
The 9-volt tongue test. Got a request for some Oh Canada. Let's see. Yep, exactly.
You ever see that guy on the reels and stuff?
The
He's always messing around with electrical, and he's always shocking himself.
yes.
That's hilarious.
Yep.
I love that.
Verizon. What is that? Fiber optic something?
FIOS. I don't know.
See, that it may just be my imagination, but that sounds cleaner, tighter, and punchier.
I was going to say punchier to me.
That sounds good. Yeah, I'm liking that.
Mm-hmm.
Sounded good.
I know. Read my lips.
Yeah, I think that definitely lifted it up a bit, Trev.
Indeed.
Yep. Yeah, sounds good, man. Sounds good.
I'm gonna have to go get another 4-pack.
Well, there you go. Hopefully your skin didn't come off all the way. He was about to be beside himself with the anxiety of waiting for that. Let's see. Jeff says a storm comes through messing with your internet. The issue really is that you couldn't stand the weather.
See what you did there.
We all did. 40 Grits digging your shirt, John.
Friedman.
Let's see.
I gotta get your shirt out to you, John. I got one for you.
I got a pickup
Matt.
for you, brother.
Jeff says it's got a nice growl there, Trev, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rob is agreeing, a little tighter and punchier. Right on. And yep, definitely got the power. Zach's saying nice sound, awesome. I guess that's a good point. Can't Drive 55 says you can knock out some Kiss with that tone.
Yeah.
Don't know why you would.
I wouldn't be listening to it myself, but he could.
They call me.
Well, and that's pretty much straight in. The overdrive's not engaged.
Joe says like him, he's thinking that you were freezing up playing there a little bit in front of the people.
Well, especially coming in sober, usually takes a couple of drinks. And speaking of which, the last time I was at my friend Dan's house there for that trip, I bought him a bottle of scotch.
Yeah.
There
Jeff
was still some of it left.
Jeff is speaking some truth here. He says, don't go sounding better than Ryan when you drop off the StreamYard suddenly. And I'll blame it on the storm and the internet. You got that right. Well,
Got a
why do you
very
think?
specific target to BC, Canada, but just about that way.
Why do you think? Why do you think Randy and R2 aren't here? Let's see. Charge an extra $35 a month for using our own equipment. That sucks, man. Todd 0864 Class A tube amp thoughts. I need more of them.
They do a thing like the AC30s and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about that. I don't know what you would call it, high plate voltage, or just they do a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like an AC30 cranked up. Fuck yeah.
It's definitely got that kind of feel to it. Who would be good? Queen.
Yeah.
You know, got that tone to it for sure. The Edge of U2 used those Vox AC30s quite a bit as well. So, of course, a plethora of rack gear that's all coloring it. So, you know, let's see. Jeff says, have a great night. Got 4 hours sleep. Have a good one, man. Thanks for dropping in.
It's funny. I had a Bogner Ecstasy, a 101B, and it had Class A/B switch on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I really didn't notice much of a difference until I cranked the shit out of it. And then you could tell that it was neither better or worse, just different.
Right. And that's what you find with a lot of amps, a lot of tube amps. You got to get them cooking to, you know, really hear what they can do.
Yeah.
I think that's why I kind of like these so much, is that they have a really good tone at a really low volume. But when you crank those suckers and they start thumping your chest, you know, for sure. Let's see. Let's see. Randy Price, I do have a new Synergy module en route.
Cool.
Curious to see what that is.
Thought you were going to get something with
Right. Arf says, did we hear the middle position? Can you do a comparison for my untrained ears?
That's right. Well, I was calling them out, but of course my stupid mic was muted. So we'll go from bridge to neck to middle. Okay.
You could always hold up the guitar and point to the pickup as
Toggle.
well.
Yeah.
Well, whatever pickup is on.
Okay.
I gotta say, Trev, that thing sounds really, really good. You know, just
Yeah.
straight into a Marshall like that. It's got a really, really good sound. I'm digging it.
Guitar tone. Yep.
Yep. Let's see what else is going on in the chat. Of course, Bo wants to know what synergy it is, Randy. Of course, that'll be next Tuesday, next Guitarsenal.
But knowing Randy, he won't be able to control himself, and it'll come out somewhere by accident.
Mm-hmm.
Mike says, I was going to do the module thing until I figured out that IRJ today. Well, if you figured that thing out, maybe if there's like a trick, you can let us know. We could pass it on to R2. He's got the IRX, right? Yeah. I really would like to try what Randy was talking about the other day. And I've already mentioned that I'd like to try it, that Soldano X88R. No, I tried out the Astro head.
Right. The Astro 20.
Right. But that rack unit seems to have some features that I would prefer. Let's see. Mr. Franklin says, look for an email tomorrow. I have a couple new items I'll send you photos of. Right on, man.
Sweet.
Right on.
Very cool.
Hey, we got Butt Cheeks is here. Brendan B Squared. He says, yay, Trev is playing. Right on, man.
You used my butt
Good to
cheeks
see your
pick.
cheeks.
Darboard says, I didn't notice if you're string through or top wrapped. Does anybody have any opinions?
True.
Right on through.
Right on through.
So that's interesting. That was something that I had forgot to ask you, was about the bridge, if it was a wraparound bridge or if it was a stop tail. And it looks like it's a standard stop tail with
Yep.
Right on. Cool. And you're thinking that the weight on that thing is right at about 9 pounds?
I can grab my scale if you give me a minute. I want to keep the kids entertained.
Sure. Let's see. Well, ARF is telling you to wait. Slow down.
I'm going to play a concerto in the bridge position.
Right.
And I'm going to play a sonata.
Channel member and brother Andy Carson is here. Says, unexpected treat to come in on. Rock it out, brother Trev. Good to see you, Andy. Welcome in, man. Let's see. Yep. Randy saying it's a surprise. I will say that Marty over at Motor City gave me a great deal. Let's see. Anyone buy the Synergy IR20? Thinking about buying one? So many cool modules you can get from different amp builders. I have not tried it, but I hear that it's basically an Astro 20 with the module capability for the preamp. So let's
And
see.
mono. I think that was.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Todd0864 said he'd be knocking out some early Kiss tunes with that guitar. Right on.
Definitely could do it, man.
Yep. Let's see. Mike says, I've done both on my Les Paul. No tone difference to my ears, but top wrapped does take pressure off the bridge. And I've heard that that's why a lot of players will do it. I know Billy Gibbons has done it. Makes the strings slinky, is what he says.
Loosens the feel.
Yeah. Yep. Because you don't have as much tension when it's coming straight off as opposed to the angle there and then the break angle.
Yeah, one of the tellies I had the top through or the bottom wrap around, and I tried both. I really didn't notice too much of a difference, but I'm only using 9s too, so.
Right. Well, that Eleanor that I had for a brief moment, it was top wrapped,
Right.
and I really didn't even notice it until we were at the store. My buddy said, "Oh, that thing's top wrapped," and I was like, "Oh, okay." I couldn't tell a difference. Let's see. Yeah, Randy's answering that question. It's not stereo, so he's not interested. When they come out with a 2-space version with stereo outs and a stereo loop, he would be interested. There'll be probably something that's way better by that time. Let's see. Mr. Franklin says it has an SG color to it. Wine red, I think he said it was. Let's see. Zach says a couple years ago, I felt the thump of an amp when I saw Red Dragon Cartel, Jakey Lee, Red Dragon Cartel at the Rockpile Theater in Toronto. Let's see. Butt Cheek saying, hey, some folks there. We got Dahlia Mendez is here.
What's up, girlfriend?
Good to see you, Dahlia. Thanks for coming on in. Mike says that Bonamassa is a believer with the top wrap. So
Potato, patata, I think
it's whatever everybody likes, Todd says top wrap is only good if you deck the bridge. I don't deck it on my Les Paul. I think that sometimes it was done out of necessity as well. Like if you couldn't get the angle correct or something coming over, they would just wrap it around and just be done with it. Let's see.
One of the unique things that make a Paul.
Right. Everybody chatting with everybody in the chat there. All right, so what do we got? Trev is back, and
6 pounds, 4 ounces. What?
Is his mic muted?
Okay.
There we go.
So we got, it's going to be hard to see because it was so dark. £8, 2.7 ounces.
Each two.
Flipping.
Mm-hmm.
So, 8 1/4.
So you figure if it had a maple cap on it, then it
That'd be
would
that
probably
size.
be another pound or so.
Hmm.
So
It feels small on my lap after spending so much time with that explorer-shaped object.
right. Well, anything's gonna feel small after that. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Well, it sounds good. I think you got a nice one there, man. Let's see. Mike says the angle from tail to bridge should match the tilt of the headstock. I've been told. I don't know, but I've been told. Todd says that's a perfect weight. That should be good, man. Should be good. Sounded great.
Yeah.
So Mike's got me all curious now. So what is the angle on a Les Paul headstock?
I don't know.
What is that angle?
Fuck me,
22 and a half.
Yeah, more than that.
Put some dents on this thing here. All right, so let's just take a visual cue of that angle there. Okay, so and then we'll come down here and we'll say
Caps. Oh, that.
Pretty close. I think there's a little more angle on that. A little sharper.
I think so too.
We've
She
got
says
14,
17 degrees,
17
Joe says
degrees,
14.
12, 22.
Well, I mean, I guess what could be done, like if this had more angle, you could just raise this right here, and then that would change your Or if you top wrapped it, it would put it right about the same angle, I think. I don't know. I know this one sounds good just the way that it is, so I'm not gonna.
Ain't broken. Don't
I'm
fix
not gonna mess
Especially
with it.
That one.
Yep. Look at the top on that thing, man.
So pretty.
All right. Well, boys, do we have anything else with the chat? Anybody got anything in the chat? Let's see. Oh, we got a couple folks chiming in here. Joe is asking a question: Tone Master Pro or an FM3? I know what John's answer is going to be.
Well, Randy gave the Tone Master Pro a good rip, and it went back almost directly. So I've had good luck with the FM3.
I took my Rodecaster into the music store and plugged in the Tone Master through it, just like I would be doing here, and left it at the store. No thanks. I've tried the FM3, and the FM3 is the closest on a modeler that I would be happy with, although it's back in the box. And it is for sale, Joe. So if you're looking for the FM3, I can give you a good deal on one. I haven't actively tried to sell it yet. So if you're seriously looking for one, I've got one. Let's see. Greasy says 17 degrees. Joe says 14 degrees. Steve says 17 degrees. Blue says no clue. Looks about 25.
I said 33. So
14 says Greasy on the Norland era. Let's see. Andy, the angle of the dangle has a direct proportion to the heat of the meat. Oh, that is true. That is true. Let's see. Problem with the angle in Les Paul is the neck angle. It varies.
it depends.
Right. Carbon fiber rods would stop the neck from breaking, and then it wouldn't be a Les Paul.
But they don't usually run up into the headstock.
What?
Tommy says 17.
Mike says if you come up on that tail, the string tension for bends will be smoother. Yeah. So that would be the same for top wrapping it as well, you know. But output on those pickups, I have no idea. Do you know?
I don't know. I can Google it up here, though.
EMG 81 and a, what was it? You know what?
P90. A Gibson P90, I guess.
Randy, he's calling it the Turd Master Pro. So there's your answer there. Bo says an FM3. Bent Tom is here. He says it is 17 degrees, guys. Neck angle is 3 to 5 degrees.
Okay.
So the bridge is 17 degrees, or it's supposed to be, and the neck angle is 3 to 5 degrees. Current 17, meaning current, previous, all over the place. What? I don't know. I'm more confused now. Let's see. Darboard says, is the FM3 turbo? Yes, it is the turbo. Literally taken out of the box, played for about a day, and then put back in the box.
Isn't it the Turbo Max? Whatever the latest one is.
Whatever the latest one was, yeah. Okay, he says, no, the headstock angle is 17 degrees. Okay.
Cool.
All right. We'll appreciate it.
Can't find anything definitive, but it says they're about 10K for the EMG 81.
17 degree angle is the current, comma. Previously, they were all over the place. Punctuation helps. 3 to 5 degrees is the variance of where the angle connects to the body. Gotcha. So the neck angle. Gotcha. All right. Darboard is interested. All right.
Cool.
Well, we could turn this into a... Let me grab it.
They say the P90 is typically between 6.5 and 8.5 thousand ohms.
Holmes. Oh. No, it doesn't, Tom. I use it at work all the time, speech to text. And I just say it, and I hit the button, and I look back, and I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. What is Ryan doing?
Okay, so we have a
Oh, okay.
reboxed unboxing. So this is the FM3. It's the Mark II Turbo.
Mark Turbo.
So it should be their latest and greatest. This was purchased brand new, direct from Fractal. It's I can't remember. It probably came with a power cord. I don't know, but brand new. Still has the plastic on the thing there. Still has the plastic on those. It literally
Still
has.
does too.
It literally was used for, I don't know, maybe a total of 4 or 5 hours being on, and then it was put back in the box. So,
Take care, Andy. See you later, brother.
See you, brother.
see you, Andy. So if anybody's interested in it, it's brand new. I just don't have a use for it.
No,
Make Tommy.
it's once you kind of have something that works and is what we would refer to as the real thing, it's there's nothing that compares.
That's right. Only driven off the lot. Super low mileage.
That's right.
You can fit all kind of tones in this thing.
All of the tones.
Come on down.
Fit them all in there. Let's see. Joe says, "Oh dang, Ryan, why do you not use it?" Because I have all that back there. Yeah. Let's see. Neck pocket joint. Yeah, that was the 3 to 5 degrees. Mm-hmm. See you, Tom. Let's see. Free plus, I'll take it. Nope, never said that. Zach says, last time I tried to model, it was back in 2019 when I tried out. Oh, I thought he meant he was going to be like a runway model.
Sexy runway
Yeah.
model.
Tried out the Helix. It sounded horrible stock. Took it back to Element the next day. Got like
That was
5
a good
different
call.
stomp pedals. Yeah.
That was my impression of it.
Let's see. Can email you at the channel email? Yeah. Channel email over there in the description. Yeah, you can let me know if you're interested in it. Joe says, I hear it's a learning curve setting up the FM3.
Leon Todd is your best friend.
I personally didn't have the patience for it. But we did have an episode of the Guitarsenal where John had his out, had a camera on it, and we all went through and we set up a patch. Yeah. So it's not too terrible. It's not really a learning curve. It's just a whole bunch of different settings that are in it. The tweakability is just off the charts.
Yep.
So
It's an ecosystem you got to get into.
right. Yeah. Let's see. Blue says FM3's for sale. FM3's for sale. Tall ones, short ones, dark ones, light ones. FM3's for sale. Right here.
And I got one.
I got you. All right. Well, gentlemen, we have gone past our hour mark. And, well, actually just by 34 seconds here. So I would say that is a wrap for tonight. And we appreciate everybody coming out and joining us and hanging out with us for a little while. I enjoyed everybody in the chat, all the comments. Thanks for hanging out with us. We will be back Thursday, I'm assuming. Thursday. Transstream Thursday, 9 o'clock, 9:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll do some more cutting up Thursday night.
Yep.
So we will see everybody then. Thanks for hanging out, joining us. Nice guitar, Trev. I enjoyed the tone.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully we'll get to hear some more of it.
Yeah.
Some of the live jams. So we'll see everybody soon. So latest. See us.
Cheers.
Bye.
Eddie Van Halen here, telling you, keep playing, man. Gotta keep playing. It's the only thing there is. Music, man. Keep playing. All right? I'm gonna come looking for you if you don't.